Hello, chat. How we all doing? Before we get started, we got some echo, so I'm gonna deal with that. Okay, yes. Hello, hello, hello. First off, let's do a volume check. I'm going to, oh my gosh, Hyudra, thank you so much for resubscription. I'm going to put, I guess I can't put the mix it up overlay. I guess I could put Bunleth in front of the overlay. Maybe? just for full screen. Hold on. Anyways, volume. How are we doing on volume? How is the Ragnarok OST relative to my voice? I'm gonna need at least 3 people. I'm gonna need a consensus. But volume's good. Volume's good. Good. Okay, cool. Oh, big stretch. Okie dokie. Glad to hear that volume sounds good. Yes, so as people have pointed out, we finally have a chat box now, so thank goodness for that. I think that's the only major update. We're gonna be working on cutscene stuff. It's gonna be a very chill stream. I'm kind of in a chill vibe, so my movement is so good. Thank you. I actually used Twitch payout to pay for a hand tracky ultra leap motion thingy. It's kind of cool. I really need to get a better camera so I can get better bunny facial expressions, but I don't know. This is a side gig. I don't want to spend main gig amount of effort on a side gig, which is, you know, streaming. I'm not a full-time VTuber. I do this on Sundays, right? So, you know. Anyways. So we're gonna do some chill vibes. Maeve wants chill vibes as well. My hands are in karate chop mode. Okay, so we are now on over to the main viewer. I want to say this font for the chat box is not great, but we are going to not spend the entire stream tweaking that. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna keep on trucking. So we're gonna do a second volume check, which is my voice relative to the Ragnarok music, relative to the voice acting for this cutscene. So we're just gonna play this cutscene in full. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness gracious. No lucky time. Hello. Have you heard they're making a Bloodborne movie? It's being produced by Jacksepticeye. I have heard about that. I want to say most Sony properties have a movie in production. Like most of them that we've just not heard anything of for years. So I'm not really gonna care until they announce casting. I think once they announce casting is when you can kind of believe that it's going to happen. Also produced by Jacksepticeye. That's a fun little attention grabber. I do know how executive producers kind of work, so I don't really sure. I think that's more of a marketing gimmick than anything to get people to talk about it, seeing as, you know, I mean, it literally just worked right now. So anyways, we're gonna play this cutscene. I want you all to comment on the volume relative to the Ragnarok music and my voice. So I guess I won't be talking when they're talking, right?
Another lost hunter.
That seems pretty good, right?
Where it does not belong.
Can you understand? Can you hear that?
One isn't going
Can you can you hear that?
Then where, pray tell, is it going?
It doesn't concern you, and I am no hunter. Now let me pass.
Not a hunter.
It could be a little louder.
Does it remind us of the hunter we played?
Okay, so I'm going to lower the Ragnarok Online music. And then I'm going to boost all audio. I'm going to keep playing it.
Oh, a hunter
Okay,
most
so hopefully
capable.
that's
A hunter
good.
who will achieve great things.
They bested us after all.
This cutscene isn't mixed properly, it's worth noting.
hunter who will achieve great things. They bested us, after all.
Tower. Then where, pray tell, is it going?
It doesn't concern you, and I am no hunter. Now let me pass.
Not a hunter? Then
Sounds
why
good. Oh, hey,
does
back.
it
How's it going?
remind us of the hunter we played with?
Oh, a hunter.
Awesome.
Most capable.
A hunter.
Maeve says, I've inspired writing for game development. I'm glad to hear that. Volume is good. Hello, hello, hello.
Who will
Okay. So, when we do animation, I lower the volume by like 90%, because I don't want you to hear. I don't want the whole stream to just be scrubbing sounds like this, right? You know, that's probably funny for like 2 minutes out of the 3 hours of the stream. So, you know, I'm gonna save you all the annoyment and oops, not an image sequence. And put the volume at 10%. We don't really need to worry about lip sync because none of these characters have lip sync. Neat require lip sync like Bunlith does, so. Oh goodness. Okay. So I forget. I remember we cut some lines from the cutscene because this cutscene's gonna be kind of long with all this dialogue. So I believe. So we're at line 8. We cut line 9 for sure. Honey Azalea, thank you so much for the 26-month resub. That's incredible. Excuse me. We cut line 9 for sure. I forget if we also decided to cut line 10. So this is line 8.
They bested us, after all.
Line 9.
And
That is no easy feat. Ha 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 ha. Okay, that's irrelevant. Line 10.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with.
Very, very, that's a good line. I feel like the girlies will like that one. So we're gonna keep that one in. And then we have, how about we play a game?
How about we play a little game?
And then we do defeat the 3 of us and we'll show you the way. Just like in the original Nightmare Card campaign. But Victor shoots the Matilda sister who is saying that, so she dies halfway through.
How about we play a little game?
defeat the 3 of us, and we'll show you.
This one has a death scream. I think I'm not going to do the death scream. I think it's going to be like a instant death.
Defeat the
How about we play a little game? How?
So she's just going to stop, and then her head's just going to explode.
Defeat the 3 of us, and we'll show you.
And she goes, bleh, bleh. You know, this is a violent game, you know. The horror game, horror game trappings. It's not a horror game; it's a car racer. But you know, this game does not try to scare you. But you know, obviously, it's inspired by a horror-themed game. Some people would argue that Bloodborne is a survival horror game. I always go on rants about how video game genres are stupid and make no sense and are constantly contradicting each other. And some video game genres can be mixed together and some cannot, and some exist as a cool kids club that only cool kids are allowed into, and some are like a genre that exists as an insult that have been rebranded as a reclaimed thing. I don't know, like walking simulator, and then there's, you know, character action, which only cool games are allowed in, and then there's And then there's immersive simulation, which means nothing. And you know, horror. You can have survival horror, you can have action horror, you can have blah 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 blah. It doesn't matter. Ship of Theseus, Define a Chair. Nightmare Kart is a horror car racer. So what I'm trying to say is there's gonna be gore in this cutscene. I don't know if we'll animate it on stream. It is like PS1 gore. I don't know if Twitch will be okay with that. We're not even gonna get that. Probably not gonna get that far. Or maybe I'll like censor it. I'll just put a giant sphere over her face that just says gore on it. And then I'll animate it properly off screen. I don't know. Lucia, hello. I mean, I showed the other gore, the birth from a corpse, and that seemed fine. Where like a monster was born from a dead corpse and like fell out of her womb. It was off screen, but you know, there's like a bunch of blood dripping down from the bottom of from the top of the frame, and like the body's like coming out, and it's like, you know, it's gross, but it's like PS1, right? I don't know, and it's like very abstracted. I streamed that. I don't like Twitch I didn't get in trouble for that. So anyways, I am going to go forward with work. I'm gonna stop yapping. Delta Sars, thank you so much for the 3-month in advance sub.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with. How about we play a little game?
Okay, and they... Oh my gosh, Cena, how's it going? How are you? Oh my gosh, hello. People play Doom Eternal all the time, and that game is gory as hell, right? It's like video game gore doesn't count, right? Right? Like it doesn't count. Like I could stream gore as much as I want as long as it's from a video game. Delta Saurus says, one of your inspirations to become a game dev? Oh my gosh, thank you.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with. How about we play
So
a
their
little
lines,
game? Defeat the three.
their lines overlap.
We'll show
right?
you.
Okay. Victor is asking, who were the voice actors cast in Nightmare Kart? Are they the same ones from Witch Upstairs? No. The only overlap is Gianni. Gianni was the announcer in Nightmare Kart, and he also he voices a different character every episode, kind of like as a fun little like cameo to keep an eye out for Bunlith Show. The two protagonists, V and Beatrix / Bunlith, are voiced by Cena, who is currently in chat, and Kaylee, Mickey, who did Beatrix and Bunlith. People who are cast right now, the two main, okay, so Tom Schalk is voicing this character, the main character, and Tash Ritter is voicing the Snake Ladies, which is the voice you just heard. Vin Vox is voicing Raven, who is also a prominent character in the campaign of this game. Those are the three main players in the campaign. Most of the campaign is Victor. Victor talks to Raven. Victor talks to the Snake Ladies. I don't have the script open in front of me, so I can't tell you all the other characters off the top of my head. I believe those are the main three, though. So yes, Vin Vox is voicing Raven. Vin Vox is great. I love Vin Vox. We're gonna get to work. Cena says, I'm about to go to Ren Fair, hanging out until my friend gets here. Oh my gosh, have fun at Ren Fair. Oh fuck, I need to fudge. Whatever. Mature Street. Fuck. I wanna go to fucking Ren Fair. God damn it.
I wonder.
Okay, so chat. So we're gonna go through it one more time, right? This shot, the big establishing shot.
Another lost hunter
Of the three snakes.
sticking its nose where it does not belong.
And the next
This
shot is the
one
characters. They're
isn't
not their lips don't move yet. Their mouths don't move yet. But these characters kind of come out of the darkness. That's their gimmick, right? They come out of the darkness and dance around the player.
Is it going?
It
Character.
doesn't concern you, and I am no
There's Tom
hunter.
Schalk.
Now let me pass.
This shot is a money-saving shot. So we don't have the characters, the snake ladies in frames.
A hunter? Then why does it remind
I wanted to have them in the foreground, but we're getting too ambitious. We need to finish this cutscene.
us of the hunter we played with?
Oh, a hunter most capable. A hunter who will achieve great things. They bested us after all.
Okay, so the next 3 lines has the 3 snake ladies come up with each line, right? So this line,
Oh, I wonder if this one
A
will
snake
be
lady
as
shows up.
fun to play with. How about
this
we
line,
play
the second snake lady shows up.
a little game?
Defeat the
This line, the third snake lady shows up. They're going to show up. Kuni, hello, thank you so much for the 3-year resub. 3-year, the 34-month resub. The message is so close to 3 years. Okay, so they're going to show up in front of Victor. So we're going to cut to a new camera angle. Right here. We're going to duplicate. We're going to make a new camera. We're going to. No. Unfortunately, we can't get any over-the-shoulder shots because of his ridiculous giant wheel. I mean, we could, but it'll just be like a wheel, which will just confuse the audience. So we're going to have some fun here. We could do this. If we crank the FOV, I don't really want the FOV to be cranked. Okay, we're gonna do some cheats here. Can we do a cheat? Excuse me, we can't do a cheat. Yeah, Victor and his big ass wheel. Okay, so we cut to this angle. Let's see how it feels.
Bested us after all.
Let's see how it feels, chat. Okay.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with.
I have an idea. We're gonna have the camera to the side like this. This would be the same angle. That look a little weird. So we're gonna do a front shot like this. But that's too similar to this shot. Okay, so we're going to. Is this breaking the 180 rule? It's a 360 camera rotation. You can't break the 180 rule during a 360 camera rotation.
Bested us after all.
Robin Hood gifted a sub to and Spaces. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to the community. Yeah, I think behind the. Yeah, this is the best angle. Okay, so the first character comes out of the darkness. Headspace, hello. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do a instant camera cut, like Coney said, for this shot. We are going to do a constant. So first, we're just going to block out the movement. Okay, and then we are going to set the field, the distance fog, be a little bit tighter. There we go. Okay. Pig. There's a pig, yes. So.
Oh, oh, I wonder if this one.
Couple extra frames there.
Oh, I wonder.
Retro Ghosts, do you have any recommendations for good videos to watch to learn 3D animation? Unfortunately, I learned how to do 3D animation in 2009 using outdated methodologies, using an old version of Blender that I learned from a book that I don't remember. I am going to tell you how I got better, which was just practice for 15 years. There is no magic silver bullet. There's no magic video to watch that'll make you a master of animation. I at least I didn't find one of those. I just practiced for 15 years. 2010. I started Blender in 2009. I started animating in 2010. Okay. Back, thank you so much for the 10-month sub. 10-month resub. Deltasaurus, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Oh my gosh, we have a train going. Okay, so this character's gonna come in. Gonna come in like that.
Oh, I wonder.
Okay, so that's way too fast.
Oh, I wonder. Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun.
It's fun to play with. So yeah, so we're gonna lower the volume, right? So you don't just hear a line for 100 times. Because, you know, once again, it's fun for the first couple of minutes, and then for the rest of the 2-hour stream, it's gonna get really annoying. Lucia says, I always want to ask what's happening in the GIF for the reset notification. That is Buttonlith wiggling her fingers at a object off screen. Sorry, yeah, Lucia asked that.
This one will be as fun to play with. How about we...
Okay, and while this happens, the camera is going to pan, rotate over.
This one... This one will be as fun to play with.
Like this, right? Because we need Victor off screen. Gentleman, hello. How goes the animation? Pretty good. We kind of just started. Because you want this to transition, phrasing to have Victor off screen, and then it just shows them in front of Victor. Because Victor shoots one of them off screen. We want it to be a surprise. So we need Victor to be established in the scene, in the shot, but we don't want him on frame. In the scene when he's pulling his gun out, because we want the gunshot to be a surprise. So we're going to have it start with him in frame, and then the camera moves in a way that gets him off frame. Obviously, this is way too rough. It looks bad, but we'll polish it.
I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with. Oh, I
That's the thing a lot of people don't really realize is that, you know, unfinished 2D animation still looks good. It just looks unfinished, but looks good. Unfinished 3D animation looks like dog shit. And I don't think people really understand that. So when they see unfinished animation, they're like, "Oh, this is bad. I'm going to tell them how to make it better," right? That's why there's so many no backseating rules in the top left. Anyways, got an outfit swap. We switch to the dress. Although you can't really see it.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with.
Okay. So Victor needs to react, obviously. So he's looking down because he is frustrated at these silly snake women. And then when she goes, "Ooh," he looks up. He goes, "Huh. There you are. I am annoyed at you, and you are standing in front of me. I have an idea." We look. Okay. The head reacts before the rest of the body does, because that's where the brain is. Okay, his head's gonna move back, while the rest of his body reacts to his head, you know, his brain. Everything on a bit of a delay. Freaky Star Chila says, "Does it still count as backseating if you are hanging from the bumper?" You are so funny. You're a comedian. You're a comedy master. You crack me up.
I wonder if this one will...
Okay, so yeah, so you know he's bending forward. He's now looking up, so we need to righten his body.
I wonder if this one will...
And then he's going to rotate while still kind of leaning back. It's also worth noting that this is a fake stylized cutscene, right? So we're not trying to emulate real life here. So I'm sure a lot of you have already seen, like in 3D animation, a lot of people like cheat and like break the rig and the proportions to match the perspective. We don't do anything that crazy in Nightmare Kart because while Nightmare Kart is still a stylized representation of real life, it is still very grounded. So we're not going to have characters like have their hands stretch out in like some super dynamic pose or something. You know, it's a Bunlith show, but we are still going to like cheat perspective sometimes. For example, here I might lean him back further than realism and gravity would allow, just because we don't really care about how he looks here. We care about how he looks here in the actual camera angle.
This one will be as...
Right, that's all. That's the main thing that I feel like a lot of people
This one
might overlook, because he doesn't need to look good animated in the 3D viewport. He needs to look good animated in the camera view, right? I feel like that's a common mistake a lot of people fall into when starting out animation.
This one will be as...
Okay. So as you can see in this shot, we have a perfectly horizontal line on the bottom of his helmet, which kind of acts as like a angle for which way he's looking, right? If he looks up, you can just tell he's looking up because of this line. And when he's looking down, you can tell for the same reason. When he leans back, it kind of looks like he's starting to look up a little bit because, you know, we are leaning him back more than realism would allow. So we're just going to rotate his head down a little bit to compensate. So he doesn't look like he's, you know, leaning back and going like, oh, you know. You don't want that.
I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with.
Perfect.
Oh, I wonder.
It still looks a bit stiff. So there's a sudden stop to his rotation, right? That looks kind of bad. So we're just going to pull this out a little bit.
I wonder. as fun. Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play.
Then we're gonna move his head forward to imply an exhale, right? When he looks up, he's inhaling. He's like, and then when he exhales, his head's gonna move down a little bit, right? Just,
I wonder if this one will be as
it's all very subtle, but you know, I really enjoy animating subtleties. I think that's what the brain picks up on, you know, subconsciously.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as
Okay, his body still looks pretty stiff, and that's because we haven't animated his arms yet. We only need to animate his left arm. But primarily his shoulder is kind of, almost kind of center front, like the main subject of this shot right now at the start. So we're going to, when he looks up, his shoulder goes up, right? And his arm moves up just a little bit, nothing crazy.
Oh, I wonder if this one.
And then we're going to actually rotate his entire torso to look towards the snake lady, as well as rotating his shoulder forward more and moving his hand back.
Oh, I wonder if this one. Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with. Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play.
Okay, that seems pretty good. Yeah.
Oh,
Once again, my standards are a bit lower for Nightmare Kart compared to Bunleth Show because, you know, Bunleth Show cutscenes. I can't do air quotes. My hands are cubes, but you know, Bunleth Show cutscenes are the main focus. Nightmare Kart cutscenes are not. So my standards are a bit. I want to just get these cutscenes out as fast as possible.
I wonder if this one will.
That's fine. That is good enough. For Bunleth Show, I'll probably polish it some more, but I think it's good enough here. Let's focus on the main subject of this shot, the 3 snake ladies. So we need a good pose here. We need 3 snake ladies. So we need 3 different poses. Let's listen to the line again.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with.
Gotta play it one more time.
After all.
Okay, so we have hands to side. This pose is one hand under the elbow and the other hand is up. I don't think my, yeah, like this. Blah 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 blah. That's what this pose is. I don't really want to I don't want to do as many. I don't want to do duplicate poses, right? So the next pose should be something unique.
It doesn't concern you, and I am no hunter.
Heat from
Now
fire.
let me
Connie, sit the fuck
pass.
up. Heat from fire. Fire from
a
heat.
hunt.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder if this one.
Okay. So we're going to get a pose. There's gonna be 3 of them, so they all don't need to be like ridiculously dynamic. But we do need a pose at all. We're gonna do a head tilts. They do a lot of head tilts. Drop the shoulders, drop the hands. We're gonna animate. We do have snake. We have the little like tummy snakes. These will be animated in a second pass. We're kind of just doing the main body animation. All the secondary stuff we'll do later. Can a snake lady cross her arms? I think crossed arms would be good. You know, because these snake, you know, like... I'm not going to pretend I don't know what's going on here. These are you know, dommy mommy coded snake ladies who laugh at you and call you names. right? I think crossed arms would be good for that kind of character. But can this snake lady cross her arms? We're gonna find out. Of course, crossing arms is a very difficult. Arms crossing is a very difficult pose. That is very intuitive and natural for humans, which is the most difficult thing to recreate, because if you get it even a little bit wrong, people will instantly know. Yeah, can we? I guess we could like have the snakes like popping out from below her crossed arms. That's kind of fun. Okay, I'm like sitting here crossing my arms. I don't know if the leap motion can track it. So the right arm is fully tucked underneath. The left arm comes up from underneath the right arm and is placed on the bicep. Yes, kind of like that. So she needs to be upright. She's upright. She's kind of hunched over right now. In fact, we're gonna give her a little bit of a back arch. Behave, chat. Like this. This isn't really a good angle. I feel like crossed arms and like you know, for like a dommy mommy type character should be from a low angle. But we work with what we got. I would say Nightmare Kart is not as overtly horny as like Bunless Throw stuff. So we don't have to worry too much about that. More of a vibes thing. Where's your elbow control? There it is. Okay. So there we go. Now that's a crossed arm. You came to the wrong forest. Oof. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I switched my neck. Gentle M says this isn't 100% on topic, but how long did it take you to animate the lesbians kissing? I animated that in 1 day. The kissing scene I animated in 1 day. The entire thing was a 3-day endeavor. I feel like crossed arms would be good for like the second snake lady who shows up. Nightmare Kart is horny in a spooky way. Nightmare Kart is horny in a like subtle way. Kind of like From Software. Okay, well Dark Souls is pretty overtly horny, but it's not like a porn game or anything, you know? There's a lot of like Dark Souls for sure, but I feel like the later games have gotten a little more subtle with it. Not like, I'm not saying it's like invisible, right? But it's not like, you know, like a game from the 2000s, right? Right. You know, there's vibes. Bring back subtly horny games. I feel like that's what we currently are, right? Bring back overtly horny games. So these snake ladies, these tummy snakes are coming out from below. That totally works, and honestly is kind of cute. Them coming up from below. Look at them. Well, I'm trying to make more overtly horny art, not Nightmare Kart. Nightmare Kart's kind of grandmothered in. I don't know. But you know, obviously like the lesbians kissing, and I want to be more overtly horny in Bunleth Show. You know, the Souls games getting less and less horny in an overt way is kind of a recession indicator, you know, a fascism indicator, I would say. You know, like we used to have ladies with gigantic titties coming, or giant women with gigantic titties calling you a good girl for being so good. We don't have that in the modern FromSoft games. Recession indicator. I'm calling it right now. This is a fucking recession indicator. Like, FromSoft is still horny. I mean, their Armored Cores popularized an entire subgenre of kink, of smut kink? Mexploitation, right? Mexploitation existed before Armored Core 6, but Armored Core 6 absolutely is what rocketed its current popularity up to where it is currently. So I'm not saying they're not horny anymore. They're just more subtle with it, which I think is, well, a recession indicator. Whatever. There's a more subtle conversation to be had there, but I think this stream is not the place to discuss it.
Oh, I wonder if this.
Yeah, because there's a fine line between, oh god, I don't know. Do I talk about this on stream? Do I talk about this on stream? Do I talk about people constantly begging for like problematic Yuri or whatever? And then it happens and everyone starts pearl clutching. Because they did the problematic Yuri wrong. Or whatever. So these characters kind of slide around as ghosts. I want to say, chat, I think Arms Crossed should be the second Snake Lady who shows up. I think first Snake Lady should not have that. Milky says, what are the bones in the ground for? Those are going to be, this is called my cutscene rig, my cutscene camera rig. I cannot import camera animation from Unreal Engine, from Blender to Unreal Engine, in a intuitive, simple way. I'm sure there are other methods that are more professional. I do not like them. So what I do is I parent a bone to each camera, and then I apply that parent as an animation, import this animation into Unreal Engine, spawn a bunch of cameras, parent the cameras to the associated camera bones, and presto, there you go. I also have some bones for props as well, like a character throws a thing or something. Instead of making that a unique rig, I just parent it to the camera rig, right? Bones!
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with.
Yes. This is absolutely not the pose for this Snake Lady. So we're going to copy this pose into the second Snake Lady. Okay. So yeah, this character.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with.
She's gonna be like, she's like talking to like, she's like referring to Victor as like a creature beneath her, right? Like an ant, like a bug. So she needs to have her hands on her hips looking down at this bug. Right? That's what she's doing. That's her pose. That's her pose. Like a little bug. It's so fucked that bugs don't have bones. There's a skeleton inside of us right now. Actually, no. You are inside of a skeleton. You are a brain. Okay, so I'm going to force... We're going to do some more perspective trickery here. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Mickey MT. To user titty fuck the lasagna. I don't know, my lasagna doesn't have titties. If yours does, that's great. I think you might want to get your. I mean, you think you might want to get that checked.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun.
I try and cheat a little bit and get this camera at a lower angle.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with.
Okay, so we need to get you, excuse me, into your mark, which is in the center of the frame. It'll be right. It'll be the right of the frame. It'll be the right of the frame. You're gonna be in the right of the frame.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with.
Okay. So the camera will be looking at her center frame. Okay. I move my mic a little bit closer. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing, testing. Okay. Solarpunk Skeleton says, how's progress? Good, good, good.
This one will be as fun to play with.
Okay. And then the second one is the crossed arms girl, yeah. Right? She's gonna show up like here, and comes out of the darkness.
Play with.
Okay. And then the camera looks over to see the other one. Yeah, this is good. This is a good angle. I'm gonna say a low angle, very very step on me, mommy kind of angle. They're 8 feet tall snake ladies who laugh at you. You know.
How about we play a little game?
Cool. We do need to animate these snake ladies. They're kind of just sliding around. I mean, they always slide around. They're very ghost-like. Okay, so the snake. Where'd that? Ooh. Do you? What the damn hell? Chat, this rig doesn't have controls for the snakes. For the tummy snakes. Melivox says asking for help on game dev. Should I rapid fire small game projects? Yes. Always get started with doing small projects first. Don't start with a big one. Never start with your big magnum opus. Magnum opuses are done at the end of someone's career, not at the start. At least I think that is a bad idea, taken from experience. Vinny Nini says, first time dropping in here. Just wanted to say your animations are incredible, and I cannot wait for the next episode of Bun With. Thank you so much. I'm working very hard on it. The tummy snakes are free. Yeah, these snakes aren't rigged. So we're going to... How infuriating. Okay, we're going to duplicate this rig. We're going to give it the same animation. But now there is the snake bones. We're going to bind okay. And then we're going to delete the old rig. And I think we are good. I think I just fixed this massive problem in 5 seconds because I'm fucking goated. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Okay, so these snakes are going to be even lower. They're so cute with their little hats. Although it appears to have... There appears to be a... Why? That is so funny. Yeah, there appears to be a weighting issue. Let me fix this. Look at that snake, chat. Look at that snake. Okay. Okay, me when the fajitas come out sizzling. Okay, I think we're good. Dabbler says I came because of that render on YouTube. Oh, which render? Yes, there are, of course, examples, going off of what Josen Khan said. There are, of course, examples of people having their first game be, or first project, whatever, be this crazy magnum opus. I don't think you should hold yourself to that standard. Oops, forgot to weight your tongue. Is that what's going on here? What's wrong? What's wrong with your tongue? Let me say it this way. The longer you are in your, the further you are into your career, the better you are going to be at making art, whatever that career is. You want to be as skilled as possible working on your project. It's not a matter of time. My example is always, yes, I can spend a whole year on a single drawing as my first drawing. It's not going to be good. You know, like does that make sense? you do like 100 drawings first, and then your 101st drawing is the drawing you really want to make, and that will look better. Right? Never strive for a magnum opus. I mean, I think it's good to have a super project in your head that you want to work your way up to, but you should work your way up to it, right? I do think you should be willing to, like, you know, you shouldn't be like rigid to it, right? I've always wanted to make a Zelda ripoff. I had some very specific ideas for that Zelda ripoff that I'm not doing anymore because when I came up with those ideas, I was 16. And what the fuck does she know? She's a 16-year-old. Sorry to 16-year-olds in chat, but this is an 18+ stream, so get out. I'm saying the F word. Okay, anyways, we now have properly animated snakes. Tummy snakes. Properly rigged tummy snakes, I should say. But what I'm saying is, I still want to make that Zelda ripoff of my dreams. It's just going to be very different. I mean, first off, it's going to be transgender. You know, all my art has transgender vibes, except for, I guess, I don't know. Nightmare Kart and Bloodborne PSX, not really. I mean, they are there, obviously. You know, I'm a transgender person who worked on these. But they're not as overt as I probably would have made them if these were original ideas. Okay. Anyways. Isn't every Bloodborne character trans? Look, when you need to resort to headcanons, I feel like I have failed in making overtly queer art. Right. I'm not saying all queer art has to be overt, but that's the kind of art that I want to make. And you know, I am kind of sick and tired of having to resort to headcanons to be able to consume art from a queer, to consume queer art. And I want to make art that doesn't require people to have to resort to headcanons to be able to enjoy it. And Nightmare Kart is not that. Right? Is what I'm trying to say. Dabbler64 says swearing doesn't make you cool, frowny face. I don't fucking care about being cool. I just like swearing. What are you, my mom? I love that comment. Swearing doesn't make you cool, frowny face. Oh, okay. Okay, let's actually animate these snake ladies now. I think these are good poses. One has hands on hips, one has arms crossed. Okay, so once again, they're very ethereal. So they don't walk. They kind of float around. Okay, so yeah, she flies in. Right, so she's like. Kind of floating. She does have blacked out leg models down here. I don't know why. I think it's for the think it's for when they're on the cart. Is anyone here big into swearing? I'm a big swearing fan. I'm sorry. I haven't thought about swearing like as a concept in a very long time. I just do it. I don't know. Ah, funny. I want to say her hands are not at her hips when she comes out. I think it is always kind of boring when a character like holds a pose for the entire shot and kind of just moves around a little bit to imply like breathing and speaking. It's always good when like there's like a pose change or like a character does an action. So I want to say her hands start down. Let's say they are, yeah, they are trailing behind her because she's ethereal and ghost-like. Here you go.
This one will be as fun to play with.
Okay, we're getting there.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play.
That's good. Her head's tilting to the left because she is speaking inquisitively. I wonder about this hunter. Or this one. So she's still kind of off to the side. Okay. Then her body comes up while she gets ready to anticipate the hand on hips pose.
And to play with. And to
Okay. Obviously, her hands aren't fully animated yet, so we'll do that now.
I wonder if this. I wonder if this one will be as fun.
Fun to play with. So when she says play, that's when she puts her hands on her hips.
It is fun to play with. And to be as fun to be as fun.
And it goes up on fun. I kind of like syncing actions to words. A little, probably more than like a human would realistically do it, but you know, we're exaggerating here. Hey, hon, how's it going? You going somewhere? Can I have a sour patch, whatever?
Yeah,
Can I have a sour Scandinavian swimmer, honey? I want your swimmers. See, chat, this is what I was talking about when I said I need to be more overtly horny. I need my girlfriend's swimmers. For context, that's the name of a candy. It's the name of a candy. They're sea creatures. They're swimmers. They're sorry, I totally peaked my audio there. Thank you, honey. I love your swimmers. You give me two of the same one?
Well, I just randomly grabbed. Here, give me the fucking dolphin. Take the seashell.
A seashell doesn't swim.
Here.
A
You just-
starfish!
Eat a starfish, which is a different euphemism. Have fun.
Wait, what's that? Don't say it. Oh, I see. Um. Love you too. We have good banter on twitch.tv/botster with a 0.
It's fun to play with. It's fun to play with.
Okay.
Fun to play. It's fun to play with. Fun to play
I like how it feels. So I'm gonna edit it to timing a little bit. Okay, so shoulders are down. When she raises her arms, shoulders need to go up. Not that up. Definitely higher. Okay. When she raises her body, her arms, her body should be leaning back. Okay. Okay. Very, very rough. It is extremely rough. Did I miss anything? Yeah, we talked about Scandinavian swimmers. Okay, this looks very rough.
This one will be as fun
Nice fade in, thank you. It's just distance fog. Okay, so we really got it. This is looking very, very rough.
This one will be as fun to play.
Okay.
This one will be as fun to play with.
Her head is tilted the entire animation. That's not good. That's why. Okay. There's an invisible card here that's blocking some of my focus. Because of this fucking tree.
This one will be as fun to play with. Oh, I wonder if this one. This one will be as fun to. This one will be as fun to play with. Fun to play with. Oh, this one will be as fun to play with. Oh,
It looks fine. I just think it's too focused. I'm gonna change the camera angle because it's kind of center focus, which kind of makes it look a little weird.
Fun to play with. How about we play a little?
Yeah, that looks a lot better. It comes out, so it's not center frame when she comes out of the darkness. She's off to the side, and then the camera looks at her. That's a lot. That feels a lot better. Less awkward because your eyes aren't really primed to see her come out of the fog. Right, it's supposed to be a little creepy. Not like you know, this isn't an actual game that's meant to scare you, but you know, vibes, right? Vibes. And then it continues, yeah. So it starts here. It looks to the left to look at her, and then the next one comes out, and it looks left even more. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Some constant movement on the camera. Of course, this shot. I would say progress. I say progress every 4 keystrokes. Trust me, I've been doing animation for 17 years now. I have definitely learned from plenty of mistakes to always be saving. And Blender saving is instant. So yeah, every couple of keystrokes I save, don't worry. But thank you for the reminder. I appreciate that.
On you.
All right, I'm gonna check my socials. Sorry, I'm checking socials, making sure everything's going good. It's good, no fires. What's the most you've lost in a crash? I have lost entire projects in like back in like school, right? Though those 17 years ago, right? No, wait a minute. I started high school in 2007. I started animation in 2008, so that's 18 years. Anyways, I've lost entire projects, which is, I know, like a week of work. Let me say a week of work, probably. I back up everything nowadays, so whenever something crashes, I usually... The worst now, when there's like a corrupt file, like in a... I think the biggest scare I had was the Nightmare Kart Unreal project got corrupted, but I was able to restore it using a backup, and I think I just lost an asset, which I was able to recreate in a couple of hours. But, you know, that could potentially, if I wasn't smart and backed up and knew how to restore a project file, could have been the end of Nightmare Kart. I could have just lost it if I wasn't prepared for it. Retro Ghost says, I was born at the time that I started learning Blender. How do the files corrupt? Unreal Engine has a file type called a struct, and it is so volatile that it will corrupt. And the recommendation, I mean, this is old information. This is Unreal Engine 4, but the recommendation is to just not use structs for blueprints, specifically blueprints. C++, they work fine. Blueprints, they're volatile. So their recommendation is to just not use structs for blueprints, which is just silly. She says looking cool and smooth. I like it. Thank you, thank you. We are animating 4 characters in this shot. This entire stream might just be this one shot. God, she is... These snake ladies are so mommy. I know I shouldn't be saying that, seeing as I designed them, but I don't know. It's really hitting.
And to play with. To play with. To play with. To play with.
Ings.
Is that good enough? That should be good enough. Once again, head looks a little weird. Okay, let's animate the head some more. That's pretty good.
I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with.
Mr. Pig. Mr. Pig. Everyone say hello to Mr. Pig. Mr. Pig coming out of the darkness to spook ya. What's my favorite drink? In terms of like a snack, in terms of like a treat drink, I would say
Be as fun.
unsweetened iced tea.
Fun. Fun to play with. Oh, be as fun to play with. How about be as fun to play with? This one will be as fun to play with. Will be as fun.
We do want to move our head a little bit to the dialogue. You know, Metal Gear Solid 1 style.
As fun to play with.
Not that extreme, because they do have a jaw that will flap open and closed. But yeah, I love unsweetened iced tea, but sometimes I mix it a bit with sweet tea. Yeah, I'm just trying. I don't know. I can't really enjoy sugary drinks anymore as much. It kind of just make my mouth feel sticky and gross.
As fun.
Not literally sticky, but just I don't know. Mouth feel, sugar. I can't enjoy. I don't enjoy sugar as much as I used to. You know, I can have a couple sour treats. I can have a couple sour swimmers. But I mean, even now, I had like 2 or 3, and like I can just feel it, like a film in the back of my throat. It's disgusting. With like too much sugar, I get that feeling. I know there's like Coke Zero and like, well, I mean, girl to boy cop, but you know, like a unsweetened ginger ale or whatever. But I don't know. It just feels like when I drink a sugarless soda, it just feels like I can't really describe it. I feel like I drink soda for sugar. So when I drink a sugarless soda, it just feels wrong. And I still honestly kind of feel kind of gross after drinking it. Unsweetened iced tea, none of that. It's just a tasty drink. A tasty drink.
As fun to play with.
I guess I really am entering my 30-year-old woman era, where my favorite drink is unsweetened iced tea. I feel like child me would be very upset with me, be very cross with me.
Be as fun to play with.
Not things.
This one will be as fun to play with. This one will be as fun to play with.
Yeah, this animation is good enough, I want to say. So let's with the outline.
This one will be as fun to play with.
Yeah, that's good enough. Places. I wonder if it would taste good if honey was added in. I don't really. I don't use honey.
About we play a little game. Defeat the
But you know, same thing for me, right? Too much sugar just puts a gross film at the back of my throat, top of roof of my mouth, and I just don't like it.
This one will be as fun to play with.
I haven't been playing any games lately. I've been playing the Twilight Princess unofficial PC port from the decomp with where you play as a girl.
About we play.
It's pretty freaking awesome, I must say.
Play with. How about we play? Play with. How about
Flooded canvases. I spaced out. Did I hear a word? No, you did not hear that word. We're talking about the Twilight Princess mod where you play as a girl. And I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I like it when Midna talks to me with the correct pronouns. It's pretty great.
To play with. How about we play
The Linkle model is cute. I do not like how it looks from the back. She just has a giant hood. She has a giant hood on. I don't like... This has nothing to do with the Linkle mod. It's just Linkle. I do not like Linkle's design, canon design, at all. Like, at all. I do not like it. And I think the mod, which is an original design, but still based off the Linkle character design, is the best one, but I just don't like it. Which, you know, no hate on the people who made the design. It is the best Linkle design I've ever seen. I just don't like the core design. I'm trying to find a good example of this. One second, chat. I'm trying to find an example. Please mute. Okay, cool. Here, this is the perfect example right here. For 90% of the game, it looks like she has a giant head. And that is just Linkle's design. She has a big hood, and from the back, it looks like she has a giant cartoon head. And I don't like it at all. In fact, I dislike it. Once again, no hate to the people who made this mod. They're working with an existing official design. I just do not like Linkle's design. I would have preferred if Linkle just had the hat. I don't know. It's just weird that Linkle was sold as like the female version of Link and it just isn't. Like we were just lied to. She deserves the Link hat. Exactly, Bag. And just, I'm sorry, I'm going to continue this. Hide AI art. I think this is her official render. I believe this is her official render. We're just going to open up Sprite. Here. Whoop. Bad place to zoom in on. Let's just lower that to like 20%. There we go. This is like the official Linkle design. I just do not like this design. Like, I do not like the split. I don't like how this is like made to like look like a shawl, but it goes under her arms. Then she has a second one over her arms. What is this split? You know, she has crossbows because that's the feminine weapon. I don't like it. Now, I just do not like it at all. Now, Twilight Princess Linkle. This is the best version of this character. Let me see if I can find a good full body render of it. I cannot. But I'm just gonna copy this cropped version of her. It is significantly better. It is still obviously Linkle, but I think it is a better design. I'm trying to find a full body render of her. Here we go. Close enough. Very blurry. God, why is it so hard to find a full body render of this design? God, internet searches have just been completely destroyed. Whatever, I give up. But what I'm trying to say is this is the best version of this design. So I think the modding team did an incredible job with this model. I just despise the original design that she was based on. Is what I'm trying to get at. She deserves a Link hat. Moxie says, an arcade in my own hometown is building a Nightmare Kart machine. That's incredible. I like the boots. I like the shorts and the boots. That's cool. Thank you so much for the 46 viewer raid, Walliver. Thank you. Hello. Is the wolf form the same? The wolf form has some slightly modified proportions, like she's like skinnier. But that's it. They said they wanted to modify her texture and make it a lighter color, but it messed with the twilight bloom effects. Oh, Oliver, it's exciting to see my Nightmare Kart dev. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Honestly, if they just gave her a normal tunic, not a weird split dress with a split down the middle, what even is that? If they just gave her a tunic and a hat and just, you know, let her keep her cute little, like, thigh gap boots, and you can even keep the shorts. I don't even care. It's just, just that dress, that weird knot dress, and her giant hood. I don't like. But once again, I think the people who did the mod are incredible, and it is incredible that they made the best version of an official designed character. But I think, once again, I'm not it's just a personal opinion. I do not like Linkle as a character, so you know, I go to a Linkle mod, a character I don't really like as a design, and while it is the best version of Linkle I have ever seen, I just don't like the hood. I don't like the hood. I don't like the weird split dress. Which, once again, nothing to do with the modders. The modders did an incredible job. I just don't know what that split dress is. I just don't know what's up with that. It's fascinating.
How about we play a little game? A little game.
Not like my sister when she discusses fashion, says Vince Kart. Really? Well, I am a character designer. That's one of my hats. thing that gets me about the split dress is a belt going over to visible split. You mean on the Linkle mod design? You see my witch hat, my character design hat? Nah. Maybe a split dress looks better when in fights, but it doesn't. Like, I don't know. I've played the games. I don't know. I just don't like it. It looks. I do not like it. I do not like it. How goes the deving? It goes okay. It's going okay. We're animating. El Purupit says, I've been debating which weapon in Bloodborne makes you the most trans. The Rider Plash. It's a sword that shoots projectiles out the tip. Sorry, that was crass of me. I don't know. Threaded cane, because it's the best one. And trans people are the best of us. Threaded cane's the best weapon in Bloodborne. Not biased at all. Getting an IK pop there. We are. Yes, absolutely. Is it underrated? Is the threaded cane underrated? I don't know. I haven't followed the Bloodborne fandom since a year after it came out. That's when I stopped.
To play with. How about we play a little game? I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with. How about we play a little game? How about we play a little game?
Alright, chat, I'm thinking here. Okay. We're gonna move you over to the left a little bit so we have space for the next snake lady to slot into the middle. that. We'll rotate.
How about we play a little game?
Okay, chat, I'm going to take a little bio break. I'm gonna get back. We'll animate the third snake. And that might be it for today. This is a very complicated shot. So I know we did like so many shots in the first stream, but yeah. I'll be right back. am. Hello? I am so back. Chat, we are so back. Yes, so where were we? We are, oh god, I stretched my fingers out, my goodness gracious. We are animating third Snake Lady. She's going to come out from behind Snake Lady on the right. Gentle M says, saw art of a bun former during the break. Sure did. Okay, so we're going to pop the third snake up. The snake is going to be back to back with the snake on the right, the Snake Lady on the right. And then we'll kind of rotate around. I think that's more interesting because these characters kind of just linearly just come in facing forward, go forward, and then come in forward. So this character's going to do a little spin into frame. I think that'll be different and therefore interesting. So we're going to do that.
How about we play a little bit of
Okay. Zero out her. Zero out her animation. What's her pose? Rhetorical question. So we have hands on hips. We have crossed arms. And it could just be hands down by sides. Hands like this, maybe. Yes.
defeat the three of us. Defeat the three of us.
Ah! Okay, so let us get a good pose. These belly snakes are taking up way too much of the frame. Okay, so you're going to be a little hunched over. She's going to be leaning in over the camera. Defeat the three of us. It's a bit too much. Stylish snadies. Me when my snady is stylish. Eva says they made the... Hold on. Is this actually the same interface as Do Not Watch This Video 17? It's the same program, yes! It is Blender, yes. Eva says they made the interface from Do Not Watch This Video 17 into a real thing. I love 3D animation. I wish Blender was real. No, I don't like this pose. It's giving off greedy hands together pose, which I believe is kind of problematic. And that is not my intent here. Should she just have her hands down? I think her hands should be down. I do really like clasping my hands together when I speak. But yeah, in this context, I think it just gives off a really negative connotation, so we're not going to do that. Oh, hands behind back. That'll be good. Yeah, that's good. Let's ever do a little bit of a hip jet. Jets are hip out. That's a pretty good pose.
Defeat the three of us, and we'll show.
Whoa, jump scare. Dun. Okay, so
Defeat the three of us, and
that's pretty good. Honestly, that's not done. We're not done, but that's a lot better than I would have expected from just 2 keyframes.
three of us, and
Okay. Half of art is just no other cool art. Yeah. Careful though. I might get you in trouble. Excuse me. What is that? That is your hand. Yes! This is good. Oh, look at her!
three of us, and
Yeah, hands behind the back implies an air of superiority. This is the leader snake. Oh, look at it. We could push this pose a little bit further. We could push this pose. We could push this pose a little. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Yes. God, I love art. Putting the shoulder, elbow up. She's voguing it. She's not voguing it.
three of us, and three of us, and we'll show. Defeat the three of us, three of us, and we'll and we'll the three of us, and we'll the three of us.
Cool. Snake, the signature look of snake superiority. The signature look of snake superiority, chat.
Defeat the three of us, and
That's pretty good.
how about we play a little game? Defeat the three of us, and we'll defeat
Gonna extend it a little bit.
defeat the three of us.
Obviously, she's clipping right now. So honestly, that looks pretty darn good. Murphia says, "I wish I was a spooky Sexy snake woman. Right. Me too. Unfortunately, they don't have sexy snake woman HRT yet, so I have to settle before bunny woman. Max MTZ says, "Hey Lilith, how's it going? Going pretty good. Going pretty good. Getting a lot of progress done. This is the shot. This is like thumbnail material, right? Snake women look down at you with big smiles on their faces while they laugh at you with their hands on their hips." Desktop wallpaper if your computer is 4:3 aspect ratio. Ah, that hits. That fucking hits, chat. I love animating these ladies so much. It's not finished, right? They're not even animating for half the shot, but this is good. This is really good. The pacing's good, posing's good, keyframes are good. Snakes with hats coming out of their bellies, yes. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good shot. I'm happy with the shot. And you see Victor at the start. Yes, I am cooking. I am cooking. The bunny is cooking. Let's polish this off. Yeah, hands behind the back, I think, totally works for the snake ladies.
How about we play a little game? How about we play a little game?
Okay, so this snake lady 1, I guess, is going to kind of lean out of the way for snake lady 2. So we kind of see that. So she stops animating here. So let us continue animating her. Okay, so she's gonna lean. Straighten her head out a little bit. Okay. Do some simple breathing. A lot of breathing is in the chest and shoulders. What background music is? Oh, yes, the background music is Ragnarok Online. They're all from Ragnarok Online. It's a very old MMO from the olden days that I grew up on, and I feel very nostalgic for the music. And it's just good vibes, good music to stream too. Eva says, is copyright strikes less of a thing here on YouTube? Video game music is okay. I have never had a copyright issue with video game music, with the exception of video game music that like hired a traditional musician to make like a guest artist song. That stuff can get copyrighted, but but you know, just like background BGM stuff, I've never had a copyright issue with. So you should be okay. Look at the snake ladies. I like this one. She's so tough. She's like, ugh, I'm so tough. Be careful not to accidentally open the Yuri project. You mean lesbians making out? Yeah, yeah, that would be bad if I opened up the lesbians making out project file. Okay, so Snake Lady 1. Which one gets shot? The one in the middle, of course, of course. Dekiru says, showed the lesbians making out video to an IRL friend, I'm assuming, who goes clubbing a lot, and she said, she just said accurate depiction. Well, good. It was it was inspired by my experience as a party girl. Are the Snadies not lesbians? Their sexuality is not clear, but sure, why not? They seem to really like the hunter, though, who is gender ambiguous.
I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with.
Which, and you know, liking a character of an ambiguous gender, may or may not be described as lesbian. Who knows? Bisexual? Sure. Why not? Sure, they're bisexual. Snake Lady on the left should be crossing her arms as she approaches. Her arms should not be crossed the whole time. Homosexual? Like fear of missing out? Sexual? Sick Marker says, I want them to strangle. I mean, what? Say it with your whole chest. Say it with your whole chest or don't say it at all. Okay, yes. She should be, her arm should be down and then she crosses her arms. So I'm just going to zero out the arms, put them back into their A pose. Right back, I'll see you later. Glad you enjoyed the stream. Okay, so arms down, elbows in, shoulders relaxed.
We play a little.
I was asking, how are you? I'm doing good, doing good. Nice chill stream. Just check socials, make sure everything's good. All right, seems to be good there.
We play a little game. Defeat the.
Okay, so first we need the start and end pose, and then we'll do the middle.
Play a little.
Did our music stop? Yes, YouTube, I'm still watching. Shut the hell up.
We play a little game. Defeat. We play a little. Play with. How about we play a little game? Play with. How about we play a little game? Play with. How about we play?
Okay, so when you cross your arms, crossing arms is so complicated. Kind of put your hands out like this, I don't know if my hand tracky thingy will pick it up. Put your hands out like this. Okay, so we're gonna go into the middle. Put your hands up. Up and out. Elbows out. Shoulders up. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier in the stream, crossed arms is one of the more complicated human actions that we do so frequently that it's kind of second nature to us, so we can really very easily tell when it's done wrong. So it's like a very very high complexity and very low margin for error, I guess, right? Having a character do a triple backflip sword attack, no one's ever done that in real life. So like you have a lot of wiggle room, you have a lot of margin for error there. But like, just crossing your arms, I would say is, you do that even a little bit wrong and people will be like, this is wrong. Okay. Okay, so this hand needs to be below this one. Eva Code says model clipping is so tricky to mitigate. That's my secret. I don't. A little bit of clipping's fine, but I know what you mean. This is wrong. Hold on. This is wrong. Is this wrong? This is wrong. There we go. That's a crossed arm. The tucked in hand goes over the resting on bicep hand. See what I mean? It's just, you get a little bit wrong, it just looks completely wrong. That so much better. That's why it looked wrong. Let me just even it out a little bit. There we go. Now that's a crossed arm. I did a arm cross for the can you not post not safe for work animation, where Bunleth like crosses the arms. Very same vibe, very dommy mommy, low angle looking down at you, angrily, not in a laughing way, but still, still very dominant style, personality, style of animation. Okay, so yes, and these characters are very much exaggerating. Ah. Your hand should be way up here. This. Your elbow should be lower. Like this. And your hand should be higher with your elbow lower. Boom. And then tuck. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. Arms cross, always difficult.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with. How about we play a little game? Three of us, and we'll show you. Fun to play with. How about we play a little game? Defeat the three. How about we play a little game?
She should drop her center of gravity when her arms settle. That.
We'll show you.
Retro Ghost, I'll see you later. Glad to have you around. You breathe, your chest expands, which will expand your folded arms, right? Pretty good. Okay, we just need to finish this character, then we're gonna do the mouths, and then we'll be done.
Hunter.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. She's not looking intimidating at all. What if we rotate her head down
fun to play with. Oh,
Hmm.
I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with. Oh, how about we play a little
I'll keep noodling on it.
the three of us, and we'll
Okay, so she is kind of, this lady's kind of in an S shape, which I actually really like. Right, her hips are going out to our left, and then her chest is going out to our right, and then her head goes back to the left. Right, so we got a nice S shape going on here. So we're gonna have her switch the angle of the S, maybe less on the hips when she talks.
defeat the three of us, and we'll
And we'll show you the way. When she says that, she'll switch.
show you.
Yes. It's getting a bit suggestive. I kind of like it. I kind of fuck with it.
And we'll show you.
Awesome. LWM says it's really cool seeing this cutscene come together. I'm so glad to hear that.
And we'll show you which is of us. And we'll show you. And we'll show you. Defeat the three of
Iggy Maid, thank you so much for the 81 viewer raid. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Thank you so much. We got a Greb raid. Incredible, incredible, incredible. Hand over the cheese, it's a Greb raid. Oh my good golly, gee willikers. Hi, how are you all doing? Oh my gosh, we're animating some dominant snake women who are tall and looking down at the camera. It's really fun. Dominant snake women, yes. You know, that's pretty good. Let's watch the cutscene from the start. We have raiders, and we're at a pretty good stopping point here for animation, for the body anyways. So let's just watch the entire cutscene.
Another lost hunter sticking its nose where it does not belong. This one isn't going to.
We need to do
the
mouths
clock
next.
tower. Then where, pray tell, is it going?
It doesn't concern you, and I am no hunter.
Yeah, next is
Now
doing their
let me
jaws.
pass.
Not a hunter? Then why does it remind us of the hunter we played with? Oh, a hunter most capable. A hunter who will achieve great things.
They bested us after all.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with. How about we play a little game? Defeat the three of us, and we'll show you.
Perfect. Honestly, I'm happy with that. Up to their mouths aren't animating, so that's next. That'll hopefully be pretty quick. It'll also probably be a little bit annoying as I'm scrubbing through audio files. People seem to say it sounds kind of like a YouTube poop without any direction. That's next. So I'm gonna try my best to do it at as low a volume as possible, so it doesn't just completely, like, just annoy everyone away and scare them all off. Anyway, so we only have one control for the snake lady's mouth. It is up and down. That is literally it. Up and down. Blah, blah, blah. That is it. We can't do left and right. We can't scale in and out. Nothing. Just up and down. Very puppet style. This. Okay, so we're gonna go over to our curves. Real life snakes can't move their jobs left or right either. I don't think that really matters when it comes to fictional snake women. I don't know. They are already human shaped. We can bend biological rules a little bit. I would love to be able to have more controls for their mouth, but these characters already exist in the game, so modifying their rig would be very difficult, and I don't think it's worth the effort. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to speak. They don't have lips. What's going on here? This is unrealistic. Okay, so this... There you go. This one. One. One is... Can I overdrive? I can't. Okay. Is not. Isn't going. To the clock tower. Okay, let's see how this sounds. Let's see how this looks, rather. Oops, and Blender crashed.
Defeat the three of us, and we'll show you.
Alright, so we lost all that. But luckily that was only like 3 minutes of animation. So we'll just do it again. And we're not going to spend 5 minutes getting really angry about it. You know, I learned this from Dark Souls, actually, funnily enough. You know, don't worry about your lost content. It'll be better the second time. It'll be fine. Thanks, Dark Souls. You really improved my life, you know that? Anger management. Blunder run back is not that bad. Eva, you are so funny. You crack me up. Chat, you crack me up. This one
is
go. Ing. To the clock tower. Save. Okay.
This one isn't going to the clock tower.
Okay. So first things first, it is too intense, so we're just going to scale it down. Gonna lower the volume by 50% so it's not too annoying for people in chat. Blunder run back isn't even that bad. Going. Alright. Let us try this again. You appreciate me sounding out the syllables? Right. I mean, that's that's how I animate lip sync anyways. I don't know. Is there another way to do it? I have a mouth right here. I could just say them out and get the reference.
This one isn't going to the clock tower.
Pretty close, but not good enough. We'll need a third pass.
This one isn't. This one isn't going to the clock.
To the needs more jaw movement, so we're just gonna down.
To the clock. To the clock tower. Then tower. Then tower. Tower. Then tower. Then where?
Cool. Loaf of bun. Hello.
This one isn't going to the. This one isn't going to the clock tower.
That looks pretty good. Decent. I wish the tongue could do a little flick, but that's probably too much work. Not rigged. Sorry. Basically, these characters are derived from Shadows of Yharnam, right? They're legally distinct Shadows of Yharnam. Shadows of Yharnam don't have heads or faces, so there are no controls for a head or a face. So when I legally distinctified them, I shoved one of their belly snakes into the hood. And because of that, I don't have a rig for them. All I have is a shape key. So that's kind of the limitation that we're working within. It's a PS1 game, whatever. Perfect excuse.
This one isn't going to the clock tower.
That's pretty good. Okay. Next snake. Stretch out the arms. Hello, Kart. When you say that's a save, :3, what do you mean by that? That's a save. Checkpoint reached. Then that's a good spot to save. Are you telling me to save? Hello, Card. Is that what you're doing? You're telling me to save. Where? Pray. Well, chat, right down here, it says saved. Whenever you see this icon down here in blue, that means I saved. So next time you remind me to save, just check and see if I actually saved already, right? Right there. Boom, 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 boom.
Pray.
Pray. Tell.
This
is
Alice.
is it go
Oh,
wing
It does.
okay.
clock tower. Then where, pray tell, is it going?
It doesn't.
Close, very close.
Then where, pray? And where, pray tell it? And where, pray tell, is it going?
It does.
To the clock tower. Then where, pray tell, is it going?
Pretty good.
Doesn't concern you, and I am no hunter. Now let me pass.
Oh,
Okay. Next shots. Okay, so she goes, ooh. Right? Ooh. I wonder. Cool. Cool. If
This this one will be as
this one
soon.
will
Will be
be
as
be as
as
fun
fun
to
play
oh, a E W with
How about we play a little game?
Defeat.
Cool. Let's see how that looks.
Oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with. Oh,
Pretty close. I'm pretty proud of that. Very proud of that.
fun to play with.
We just need the O and 2. Kind of like this.
It's fun to play with. Oh,
Fuck yes.
oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with. Oh,
That's good. That's looking good. We're looking fucking good.
oh, I wonder if this one will be as fun to play with. Oh,
Woo! Excuse me. Sorry, I was probably loud. All right, next snake.
oh. How about we play?
All right.
Oh,
How? How?
Uh,
How
about
about
we
we
play
play
a little
little game?
Defeat the 3.
And then she's gonna open her mouth again just because she's being silly. Blech. I like to differentiate them. I like having one with the mouth closed and then one with the mouth open, right? Just to further differentiate the three of them.
How about we play a little game?
Defeat the 3 of.
How about
Okay, so I was very wrong. It's probably the worst one so far.
we How about we play? How about we play and play
A little
play a little game. A little game. A little game.
Defeat the 3 of us, and we'll show you.
cool, cool.
How about we play a little game?
Defeat
Not good. Not perfect, but it's way better.
Play a little game.
A little
Play a little. Little game.
defeat
perfect. I think she wants to play a little game. She does want to play a little game.
How about we play a little game?
defeat
Perfect. I think that's pretty good.
How about we play a little game?
defeat
Perfect. All right. Look at her. I am so proud of this dance right here. Okay. So close. Play a little gay. Gay and game are two very similar words. That distinction has been made before. You know, like when he finished Smash Brothers and he's like, gay! Defeat. Defeat.
defeat
The three Eva Code says me when the feet. Oh, I didn't know you were into feet, Eva Codes.
3
Three of of us. I'm asexual, but I like to make the jokes. Oh, so stolen valor is what you're saying. I see, I see. Hello, no ice. You know what I learned when people are making like horny kink jokes? Like most people are just like not. They're just saying things. I don't know. When I figure out what most people are like, haha, kink joke, they're not actually into it. It made me feel. I was like, so y'all are just like what? Just like, what are you? Yeah, insincerely kinky, Gentle M. Exactly. That's one of the ways that people get kinks, right? So it's just so funny. And we'll
defeat the 3 of.
Okay, her mouth is moving way too fast. No, I sang, haha, wouldn't it be funny if I was into this? Eva Code says, I'm ace, but in the I'm never hungry but can still enjoy food type of way. Yeah, I've heard that analogy before.
Defeat the 3. Eat the 3 of us. Defeat the 3 of us. Eat the 3 of us.
That's pretty good.
Eat the 3 of us. And
we'll show what you the, and then she gets cut off because she gets shot in the face.
Defeat the 3 of us, and we'll show you.
Oops, that's very wrong.
Show you. Show you.
Let's try that.
Play a little game. Defeat the 3 of us, and we'll show you.
Perfect! Okay, let's watch the whole thing now with proper voices.
Another lost hunter sticking its nose where it does not belong. This one isn't going to the clock tower. Then where, pray tell, is it going?
It doesn't concern you, and I am no hunter. Now let me pass.
Not a hunter? Then why does it remind us of the hunter we played with? Oh, a hunter most capable. A hunter who will achieve great things.
They bested us after all. wonder if this one will be as fun to play with. How about we play a little game?
Defeat the 3 of us, and we'll show you.
Chat? I think that's good. I think we're done. I know it was only one shot, but that was a very complicated shot. Octane Corey says, God, Lil, the way you have these lovely ladies gassing him up is wild. Plot relevant. Plot relevant gassing up. Yeah, I'm really proud of this shot. This is a good shot. This is a good shot. This is a lot better than the quality. Like, this is a higher quality of cutscene than normal Nightmare Kart cutscenes. So, you know, I really want to show how much I progressed in terms of skill, and I think this cutscene is way more dynamic than a lot of the cutscenes in the base Nightmare Kart campaign. Premium cutscenes. All right, awesome. So, the next shot is this snake lady getting shot in the face with a gun. So that'll be fun. I don't know if I'll do that on stream or off stream. Might be too spicy. No, it won't be too spicy. People are saying, you know, people that are showing like brutal takedowns in Doom are totally okay. I think some PS1 gore will be fine. I'll put up a warning or something on the screen. But anyways, that'll be it for today. Thank you so much. This is a pretty decently length stream. Yeah, we passed 3 hours. We're good. All right, awesome. Well, I hope you all have a really good rest of your day. I am going to work on Bunwith Show now, make some food, and then maybe I'll go out tonight. Who knows? Anyways, who cares? I'll see you all later. Bye bye. Peace out.